Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. This is going to be a bit of a longer video, so I'll jump straight to the action. We're in our P47D Luftwaffe today, and I gotta admit I was feeling a little bit grumpy by this point, and you know, sometimes when I'm not having a good time in the game, I like to take out aircraft that still make me feel like I'm good at this game. So it was time. It was time for some bias, and Russian bias I think is not so much a thing as premium bias. You spend those sweet golden eagles, and there's certain vehicles that will just really perform well for you. And you know what? We put a few extra rounds into that enemy plane. It looked like a P-38, but it looks like a whole lot less than that now. We just shredded him after we destroyed his plane. Just because we were feeling so aggressive. I was getting down, and maybe I was taking out a little bit of aggression on that guy. It just, it felt good to get a kill at that point. And I'm still loving the custom camouflage on this airplane. Yes, this is wrpl, so strap yourselves in for anime references. Full Metal Alchemist is actually an anime that I keep close to my heart, and this episode's not about anime, so skip ahead if you don't like this, but Full Metal Alchemist is kind of special to me because I have a relationship with my little brother, like Ed and Alphonse have with each other in the show. He's bigger than me, he's younger than me, I've got the smarts, and he's plenty smart, but I feel like I have more wisdom. Just maybe just from virtue of my 1.5 extra years on this earth. But I like to think that I'm the one that thinks things through, and he's the one that really responds based upon how he's feeling. And you know what? This match, I'm proving that view of myself quite wrong. But if you ask me what character in Full Metal Alchemist really represents me, have you not seen the Tank Baby stuff? Clearly I am Maes Hughes. So let's just hope that a semi-human assassin doesn't take me down. But my kung fu is pretty strong, you know, so there's that. Plus Tank Baby is extremely difficult to take down in hand-to-hand combat. Anybody that has changed her diaper can tell you that. So here we are, picking our favorite target to chase after in the P47. And again, we're feeling predatory, we're feeling aggressive. The German P47D is a top-tier predator, able to contend with the highest battle rating aircraft that it can face, and also often matched up with some of the most competitive teams in the game. And how? I wish I could show you. I have a recording somewhere and I can't find it, of I think it was a team with 10, no, maybe it was just 9 P47Ds. Oh, not an American team, a German team. Premium bias, my friends. As I showed in my How I Grind video that I recorded live, the P47D is my best grinder for Silver Lions. It really is fantastic, and we started the engine of one enemy fighter smoking, and we've moved on to target another, and we let him begin his turn, zoom out, and then turn. And that gives us a little bit more time to slot in on his tail if he's going to turn like that. It's one of those tricks that you pick up after playing this plane for a while. And another thing is getting a feel for how it rolls, and yeah, I'm a little bit rusty still. Could have popped the flaps there and turned around in time to catch that guy a little bit faster, but I'm retaining my energy here, and that's going to be key throughout this match, is to keep my energy up. I have the guns set to no convergence, I believe, yeah, and that allows me to engage even at long range with 4 50 cals at once with a high degree of accuracy, and then you just have 4 random 50 cals tracing another line of death in the air near their plane. It really is a great way to rip wings and ruin lives, and it has given me consistent results. So if you haven't tried it, try setting your convergence to no on wing-mounted guns and just see what it does for you. It works really well for the P47 because you can spray, and also using tracer rounds allows me to engage targets out far beyond where they expect me to be engaging them. And we've taken a few hits. My plane isn't quite flying the way I like it to, and I'm expecting the match to be winding down at this point. But you know, I just decided that now's a good time. I'm low, I might as well zoom back to the airfield and repair real quick. I was not expecting this match to last much longer, so this is just sort of, I guess, a safety strategy for me. So here I am, hitting some ground targets on the way. Might as well pick up a little more score, mine a few more silver lines. God knows, I certainly am going to need them in this game. I recorded this a few nights ago, and I'm noticing a few glitches in the video. That's too bad that it didn't render perfectly, but my ping was also pretty high then. During the April Fool's event, I noticed that I was getting quite a lot of ping, and also a decent amount of packet loss. The net code is not particularly strong with this update. Maybe they called it Silent Thunder because of all the servers going down, but who's to say? I guess I could pop the question out here while we return to base. What do you think of Silent Thunder? I'm hoping that the submarine event that they introduced is not representative of their plans to create yet another side game that really has nothing to do with War Thunder. I already think that Enlisted is a huge waste of time. The fact that they linked their little mini game to PUBG or Fortnite style gameplay is just kind of I don't know. For me, it's depressing because Gaijin seems to have this habit of jumping onto trends after they're already not popular anymore, after they're already saturated with companies that do jumping onto trends better than Gaijin can, because they can shift their bulk around faster. Gaijin does not shift gears well. It's difficult for them to adapt to the times, as it were. Sometimes you think that it's 1945 Russia that they're publishing their game from, but I suppose that has to do more with censoring dissidents than anything else. And we won't go too far into what that means. After all, I don't want my account to be lined up against a wall. But in all seriousness, sometimes I get frustrated with the game. Usually it's after hitting a few ammo racks and watching them just disappear, which is this lovely new feature that was introduced about a patch ago, where Gaijin just decided that crew sniping is the way everybody should be killing tanks, and it's really difficult to one-shot a lot of tanks anymore, unless you're using a certain select category of vehicles in the game, and we shall speak no further on the subject, as it is a sore one. Just today I ammo racked a T-44, and it was the ready rack, right, where the ammunition is like literally like touching the hand of the loader and right next to all of the turret crew, and killed the loader commander, blew up the whole ammo rack, but nothing happened. I guess it just spoiled the ammunition, you might say. Let's get back to the matter at hand. So we've repaired, and I'll skip on ahead to where we're back into the action. I'm sorry, guys. Just want to apologize right now. You know what? I'm sounding a little bit bitter, and you know what? I feel a little bit bitter. So let me teach you something. And looking back at this match, it's the perfect time to teach. In this match, I was a little bit bitter, right? And what does bitter mean? It means poison. And it feels like you have like a gut full of poison. And you end up spewing it out with your words. Here I am saying that P47 climbed the whole match, and I'm just disgusted with him, the coward. And so I call him a coward. You hear that bitterness coming out of me? That's the wrong attitude to have here. I was looking for a fight. I was looking to pick on people with my P47, and that's what I was doing earlier in the match. And now I want to pick on this guy. And let me tell you something. I hate a bully. And here I am, acting like a bully. Sorry guys, I'm human. So here's what I do when I'm getting bitter. And you know what? Earlier this day I was just a good 2 minutes ago I was bitter. What do? You gotta change your view. How do you do it? You step outside yourself. What do I mean by that? Just imagine yourself stepping outside of your body. And instead of looking at yourself, look around. Just look, just see. You don't do anything about it, you just look at it. What's going on? And then you look at the person that you were bitter about. And you know what you do? You step into their body. Step into their shoes. You don't judge what they're doing. Don't try and make them do anything. Just get a look at them. Try and let that shift your position. And sometimes you got a right to be angry. Got a video called Aya's 6 and Rage where I talk about this. But other times, it's time for you to calm down. And you know what I did? I started calming down. First to tell the guy, I'm gonna make you suffer, right? Because he's been running now, and I think he's a chicken. And I'm gonna hunt him down. But you know what? That's the wrong attitude. So I told him, nah, it'll just be a quick squirt with the 50 cal. So yeah, don't worry about it. I'll make this painless. You know, what's his perspective? Here's a guy who, this could be, for all I know, this could be his first match in the P47. And what happened? He's climbing like he's supposed to, and he sees his whole team just get shredded to pieces. What would you do? You'd keep your altitude advantage if you were smart. And you know what? He's playing the game the way you're supposed to play the game. So I can't very well get after him for that, can I? Now, I had already assumed that this guy, because he didn't have any kills, I thought he was just going to play passively for the whole match. Maybe he had one kill. I think he had one kill. But I judged him, you know what I mean? And I didn't... Here's the thing. Use your judgment. Use good, rational thinking to try and understand what's going on in somebody's life, what's going on with what they're doing. But always be ready to change your mind. Always be ready to change your assessment of somebody. And why do I say that? Well, we're human. You know, we make mistakes. And here we go. I did not make the mistake of committing to a head-on against this guy. He's got a lot more energy than me. Now things are getting exciting. And you know what? We're about to become friends. So, I think that's pretty cool. When here I came in with the wrong attitude, and I was the bully, and I was picking on people in his team, and he was doing everything right. And, you know, I took the time to check myself. Here I am, I'm a youth pastor, and I know that the Bible says that as a Christian, what you're supposed to do is take every thought you have, and it says present it as captive to Jesus. Okay, well, I'm not trying to teach you guys the Bible here, but I'm just telling you where I come from, because I do this sometimes. Ooh, and we took him down. How did we manage to do that? Well, he lost a lot of energy, turning a couple of times. He did a couple of turns, vertical ones, but those are still turns nonetheless, and we kept our nose low and let him come to us, and we managed to win the day. So we ended up becoming friends. It was actually pretty cool. We chatted for a long time after that, and I think he's a subscriber to the channel now. He's probably watching to see this video come up. You can see his name popping up in the chat there. Anyway, nice guy, great attitude, and again, you know, I'll say it again, man. Sorry for getting mad at you, but you know what? I took those angry thoughts and I presented them captive to Jesus. Now, I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but that's what I do. I'm a Christian, I'm a youth pastor, and there's me, right? Being a jerk, being a bully, and then changing my mind. Changing my ways. Anyway, guys, I'm sure you'll catch me behaving badly again, and this time being bad earned me a lot of silver lions, which is maybe one of the problems with the game. But you know what? That day, a few days ago, we let go of that bitterness, and we ended up making a friend. And I think, you know, how many things do I miss out on just because I don't take the time to step out of myself and get over myself and see what good can come if I have the right attitude. Anyway, guys, this video was more about attitude than altitude, but I hope you enjoyed the P47 gameplay. And that guy from our match, here I am, I'm looking him up, and I'm about to send him a friend request. Isn't that neat? This is how men make friends. You know what? We beat each other up, we bloody each other's nose, and then we sit on the curb and talk for a while. We become friends for life. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.